this week I've been really getting a wonderful experience with this concept of life as a dream. It's something that Yogananda talks about a lot in his teachings, and when he used to speak in front of crowds, he used to talk a lot about life being very similar to a dream. And this week he's been really showing that to me in very experiential ways. One of the things that got me interested in meditation before I started meditating was a practice of lucid dreaming. I had heard that it was possible to wake up in your dreams with practice. And practicing that for a period of time, I realized that that really is a possibility, that you can learn to awaken inside your dreams. And when you're awake inside the dream, your imagination immediately creates the reality around you, that you can exist in a world that is controlled by you, and it is a dream reality that you can exist in. And he relates this life here on earth as being very much similar to that we can learn to wake up inside this dream. And just like when we're in a dream, we can remember a really vivid dream that we may have had where it seems so real when we're inside the dream, and we get so caught up in the dream that we can't imagine that it's not real. But then when we wake up immediately, you realize, oh, that was just a dream. And if it was a nightmare, you're so happy that it's over and it was just a dream. These are some words from Paramhansa Yogananda on this subject that I'd like to relay to you. As you listen to these words, feel them in your heart. Keep your gaze uplifted at the spiritual eye, listening to these words to see if they can resonate with your heart. He says, "A man is sleeping and dreams that he is a soldier. He goes into battle, fights bravely, and then is fatally wounded. Sadly, he dreams of his approaching death, perhaps thinking of the dear ones he must leave behind. Suddenly, he wakes up. In a joyful relief, he cries, 'Ah, I am not a soldier, and I am not dying. It was only a dream.' And he laughs to find himself alive and well. But what of the soldier who actually fights on this earth life and is wounded and killed? Suddenly, in the astral world, he wakes up to find that it was all just a dream, that it was the other world, that he had no physical body, no flesh to be wounded, no bones to be broken. Don't you see? All the experiences of this world are like that. They are nothing but dream experiences." I'll read that again. He wakes up to find that it was only a dream, that in that other world he has no physical body, no flesh to be wounded, no bones to be broken. Don't you see? All of the experiences in this world are like that. They are nothing but dream experiences. Om. So tonight I'd like to bring this theme into our meditation. As we're living in this world that can be pretty frightening at times, there are these big waves of change and shifts that are coming. But as one of my teachers at Ananda reminds us, yogis are big wave surfers. And we are all big wave surfers, all the souls that have come during this time. We've come here purposefully. This is a great time to make a lot of spiritual progress. So this is why we've come, and this is why we meditate, so that we can learn and grow from everything that happens to us in life. And it is nothing but a dream. Once we die, we awaken and realize we have no body to be worried about. We are spiritual beings And we're supposed to come here to enjoy, to learn, and to grow, and to be entertained, Yogananda says. He says, with God, life is a nest of fun. But without God, everything is everything but fun. So we can attune to that sense of fun and adventure in our life. And with meditation, we can learn to train the mind to feel calmness. And we can, when we learn to feel this calmness within the peace of meditation, we can learn to invoke this calmness in the outside world, no matter what is going on around us. So as we find a comfortable place to sit with our backs in a straight line, we'll be sitting with our palms upturned at the junction of the legs and the torso. Helps us to sit straight and tall with our head parallel to the ground. We're going to be using a few techniques. They're all very simple. The first one is a way to dissolve all of the tension that builds up in the body. And it's a very simple technique. It's a double inhalation, and then tensing and vibrating all of the muscles in the body, and then exhaling with a double exhalation. It sounds like this. And then low, medium, high tension of all the muscles in the body, and then an exhale, relaxing and releasing and feeling. And we'll be using a few rounds of measured breathing where we'll be inhaling to a count of 6, and holding to a count of 6, and then exhaling to a count of 6. And then we'll be using a technique called Hong-Sau. This is a very powerful technique for cultivating concentration. And it's very simple. On the inhalation, we mentally chant Hong, and on the exhalation, Sa. And that's a mental chant, and I'll guide us when to do that. There's also another aspect that you can add. This is another just little nice candy for the mind. As your palms are upturned on the junction of the torso and the legs, when I guide us on the inhalation, you can curl that right index finger toward you, and then exhalation away from you. So and I'd like to open together with a prayer. And we'll be invoking this lineage of gurus that I follow. This is a lineage of self-realized masters. So with the palms together in front of the heart. Divine Mother, Heavenly Father, dearest friend, beloved God, great masters of self-realization, Jesus Christ, Babaji Krishna, Lahiri Maharshi, Swami Sri Yukteswar, beloved Guru Paramhansa Yogananda Ji, great saints and sages of all traditions, we humbly, lovingly invoke your presence and kneel before you all. Make us like you, and attune us with your consciousness. And teach us, O Spirit, by meditation, to stop the storm of breath, the skipping of our mental restlessness, and all of the sensory disturbances that rage on in the lake of our minds. Let the magic wand of our intuition halt the gale of passions and unnecessary desires. In the rippleless lake of our minds, then, let us behold the undistorted reflection of the moon of our soul, glistening ever with the reflected light of thy presence. Divine Mother, awaken your love in us and teach us to awaken that love in all. Om. Peace. Amen. With the eyes closed, the back in a straight line, feeling that the head is being pulled up by a magnet. Let's begin with a double inhalation and tensing the body. Taking in a deep inhale right now. And all the way out. And now, double inhale and tense. Tensing all the muscles, low, medium, high. Vibrate with will. Exhale, relax. And feel, release, relax. Again, inhale and tense. Low, medium, high, vibrate with energy. Exhale, relax. Release and feel. Last round. Inhale and tense. Low, medium, high, vibrate with energy. Exhale, relax, release, and feel. And now a few rounds of measured breathing. Taking in a deep breath. And all the way out. And now slowly inhaling through the nostrils to the count of 6. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Last round. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Taking a deep breath as if you're breathing in through your heart. Hold the breath. Feel glowing, swirling ball of energy in the heart center. Feel that energy moving up from your heart, up through your throat, up to the base of the brain, through the brain, up to the spiritual eye. 3 exhales from that point. Breathing normally, relaxing. And now, begin to visualize the familiar things of your life. Your own body. Your loved ones. The things you own. The earth, the trees, the sky. See them all as transparent and dreamlike. Everything is insubstantial, with no lasting reality of its own. See all of it dissolving into the infinite. Nothing remains now, only your true essence, without a body, without thoughts or moods, without personality or desires. Nothing except your own essence, which has no cause, which is infinite, eternal, and untouched by the dream realities of this life. It is that part of you that is a child of God. Remain in this state of divine wakefulness, without thoughts or emotions, with your heart open and receptive to the perfect wisdom of God. Repeating inwardly this affirmation by Paramhansa Yogananda. Thou art wisdom, and thou dost know the cause and end of all things. I am thy child. I want to know life's true mystery, life's true joyous duty. Thy wisdom in me shall show all things that thou dost know, that thou dost know. And now begin to notice the feeling of the breath in the nostrils. Noticing that on the inhalation, the breath is a bit cool. And on the exhalation, slightly warm or tepid. Feel the breath coming and going in the nostrils. And not controlling the breath, but letting it come and go naturally, as if it were waves on a seashore, coming and going, coming and going. And becoming more and more relaxed with each breath. Feeling this sensation in the nostrils, let's now move that sensation up from the nostrils to the bridge of the nose, where the nose meets the skull, feeling the cool and warm sensation of the breath at the bridge of the nose, coming and going, feeling slightly cool on the inhalation, and a bit warm on the exhalation. Becoming more and more relaxed with each breath. And let's move that sensation up again now, just slightly this time, to the point between the eyebrows, the spiritual eye, the seat of superconscious awareness. Feel now the cool and warm sensations are coming and going from the spiritual eye. Letting the breath come and go naturally. And as you breathe, make sure the gaze is uplifted to the spiritual eye. You can imagine a mountain range in the distance. You can imagine a light at the top of that mountain, keeping your gaze focused here. Whenever you can remember, whenever you find your gaze is drifted or drooped, simply return the gaze to the spiritual eye, feeling the cool and warm sensations at the point between the eyebrows. And now let's add the mantra Hong-Sau, mentally chanting Hong on the inhalation and Sa on the exhalation. Gaze uplifted at the spiritual eye, feeling the breath a bit cool on the inhalation, slightly warm on the exhalation. Mentally chanting Hong-Sau. And now let's also add the right index finger, gently curling it toward you on the inhalation and away from you on the exhalation. Nothing else to do, nothing else to think about. Enjoy this time we've carved out together. I know how much it's taken for you to find your way here and to make this time. Let's use it wisely. With all of our determination, let's focus on these techniques. Gaze uplifted at the spiritual eye, feeling the breath a bit cool at the inhalation, slightly warm on the exhalation, mentally chanting Hong-Sau. Let's meditate together now. Remembering to keep the gaze uplifted at the spiritual eye, feeling the cool sensation of the breath there on the inhalation, slightly warm on the exhalation. Mentally chanting Hong-Sau. This is an ancient mantrified Sanskrit, meaning I am spirit, I am free. Yogananda tells us that Hong-Sau is a very powerful technique for developing concentration. And that with concentration, we can heal our minds. Feel the mind healing each moment of concentration. And as you become more and more relaxed with each breath, you may find the breath becoming shorter, pauses between breaths becoming longer. Simply enjoy those pauses. And just keeping the gaze uplifted at the spiritual eye. Feeling the cool and warm sensations. Mentally chanting Hong-Sau. Spaces between your thoughts, enjoying that space between thoughts. Keeping the gaze uplifted at the spiritual eye. Feeling the cool sensation on the inhale, slightly warm on the exhale. Mentally chanting Hong-Sau. Let's focus now undistracted for 30 seconds. Now, letting go of the mantra, letting go of the focus on the breath, letting go of the right index finger. Take in a deep breath as if you're breathing in through your heart. Hold the breath, feel swirling, glowing ball of light energy in the heart center. Move that energy up from your heart, up into your throat. Now up from the throat, up into the base of the brain. Through the brain, into the spiritual eye. See a light there. 3 exhales. Keeping the gaze laser focused at the spiritual eye. Piercing the darkness with your concentration. Continue to concentrate at the point between the eyebrows. And visualize there a tunnel of golden light. Mentally enter that tunnel and feel yourself surrounded by a glorious sense of happiness and freedom. As you move through this tunnel, feel yourself bathed by the light until all worldly thoughts disappear. Continue soaring through the tunnel. Begin to visualize before you a curtain of deep violet blue light. Pass through that curtain into another tunnel of deep violet blue light. Feel the light surrounding you. Slowly the tunnel walls disappear in blue light. Expand your consciousness into that light, into that infinite freedom and bliss. Now there is no tunnel. There is only the all-encompassing blueness and bliss of infinity. At last, visualize before you a silvery, white, 5-pointed star of light at the point between the eyebrows. Mentally spread out your arms and legs, assuming with your body the shape of that star. Give yourself to it in body, mind, and soul as you surrender every thought, every feeling to absolute self-existing bliss. Bliss cascades over you like a waterfall of mist, filling your heart with ineffable peace. In this state, we come as children of God. Yogananda tells us One of the simplest ways to experience the divine is to come as a child. We can see the divine as our divine mother. She is always so happy that we've come. The gaze uplifted at the spiritual eye. Yogananda says that this point between the eyebrows is our mental microphone or our spiritual broadcasting station, allowing the children of God to broadcast our sacred demands to the infinite. Let's become like children in front of our Divine Mother now. Curious, adventurous, happy. The gaze uplifted at the point between the eyebrows, mentally call out to our Divine Mother, reveal thyself, reveal thyself. Keeping the gaze uplifted at that point, begin to feel vibration, a sensation, anything that you feel in the heart center. Begin to notice that vibration there is growing stronger. Imagine a light in the heart center now, swirling, glowing ball of light in the heart center. That light is growing brighter, filling your body with light. Feel these rippling waves of light energy rippling through your body all the way into your fingertips and your toes to the top of your head. Begin to notice that this feeling, this quality that you feel in the heart center, is a feeling of peace. Peace that passes all understanding. The peace of a night sky. Vast space in all directions, stars above. Glowing moon. Feeling this peaceful energy rippling through your body. Enjoying this connection with your Divine Mother. The gaze uplifted at the point between the eyebrows. Using our mental microphone, our spiritual broadcasting station. Again, calling out, reveal thyself. Reveal thyself, making this connection. We've all come as children in front of our Divine Mother. She never judges us. She knows us. She knows everything about us. She feels us. She sent her children out to explore this dream world, look for happiness in everything that we could find, knowing that one day we would come back again and realize the physical pleasures, the material world, pale in comparison to the joys of the inner world. Begin to feel that vibration in the heart. Feeling now that your heart center is like a lotus bud. It's opening its petals wide to receive the light of the sun, Its petals are turning upwards and that light is pouring in. These light rays are pouring into the heart center and filling your body with light. This light is permeating every fiber of your being in this wonderful, harmonious connection with your Divine Mother. Feeling this light energy rippling, glowing, healing. And begin to notice that this feeling, this quality, is a feeling of calmness. And Yogananda tells us that calmness is different from peace, because calmness is dynamic. That we can realize this state of inner calmness in a world that is unpeaceful. That we can feel this calmness in meditation and learn to invoke this calmness anywhere, everywhere. Feel this calm energy emanating from your heart, filling your body, this sense of well-being. Enjoying this inner refuge that is always there. Yogananda tells us that calmness is invincibility. That with calmness we can stand unshaken amidst the crash of breaking worlds. Feel that inner calmness that is your home. We live protected in God's infinite light. So long as we remain in the heart of it, nothing and no one can harm us. Enjoying this loving vibration, this connection, this home space with our Divine Mother. Joy in our hearts, keeping the gaze uplifted at the spiritual eye. Seeing your Divine Mother smiling back. She's so happy that her children are here, making this connection. And calling out from that point, making that connection stronger. Reveal thyself. Reveal thyself. And now feeling that lotus bud of your heart is opening all of its petals wide and receiving this light that is pouring into your heart center. This light is growing so bright that the edges of your body are blurring with the light that is pouring out of you into the room. Feel the space around you in the room. Begin to notice that this feeling of light in the heart center is a feeling of bliss. Begin to notice that there is a smile spreading across your heart. There's a smile spreading across your throat. And there's a smile spreading across your mouth. Swami Kriyananda tells us that love is bliss in motion. The gaze uplifted at the spiritual eye, send this feeling of bliss to your Divine Mother at the point between the eyebrows. Feeling this connection now as a connection of love. This is why we were created. This is why duality exists. So that we can share in this divine connection of love with the infinite. Enjoying this feeling. Yogananda tells us that the Divine Mother's love is always flowing to us. But it is we, by our love, who must complete the circuit. Thereby, we create a magnetic field that in turn draws her love to us in greater and greater levels. Feel this love energy now is pouring in so powerfully into your heart. Filling your body with light. This light is emanating out into the room. We're filling this room with glowing light, blissful love energy. And now, let's call to mind those who we know who are in need of healing energy. Bring your loved ones to mind. Maybe you know someone in need of physical healing, or someone in need of mental healing, depression, anxiety, frustration, or perhaps spiritual healing, someone who has lost their connection with spirit. Call that loved one or that group of loved ones to mind now, saying their name or their names mentally. See them in front of you at the spiritual eye. They are standing bathed in this light energy. See them now smiling back at you. See them in a state where they are freed from all suffering. See them in a state where they are happy for all of the challenges that come because they've learned and grown so much they wouldn't trade it for anything. But they are in a state that they are happy and free. See them smiling back at you. Now that love energy is pouring out of their heart back into yours and sharing in this loving, healing light energy together. And now, let's share this light energy with the world, moving beyond our loved ones, even to those that we don't know, and filling the entire universe with this healing light. I'd like to, together, use an affirmation where we'll be repeating this affirmation 5 times together. First, with a loud, energetic voice. Secondly, with a normal speaking voice. thirdly whispering, and fourth time silently, and then again silently with even deeper concentration. All of us souls who have come here during this time, we can become warriors of light, filling this dream world with God's light. So with the palms together in front of the heart, we'll repeat this 5 times, and then we'll rub the palms together. We'll raise our palms, and then we'll chant Om 3 times, sending this light out in all directions to heal the planet. So with the palms together in front of the heart, first repeating with a loud, energetic voice. God's light is within me and around me.
God's light is within me and around me.
With the sword of faith in my hand.
With the sword of faith in my hand.
With the love of God in my heart.
With the love of God in my heart.
I am a warrior of light.
I am a warrior of light.
I join my brothers and sisters everywhere.
I join my brothers and sisters everywhere.
To overcome fear with faith.
To overcome fear with faith.
Hatred with love.
Hatred with love.
And disease with health.
And disease with health.
Let us fill the world with God's light.
Let us fill the world with God's light.
And now in a normal speaking voice. God's light is within me and around me.
God's light is within me and around me.
With the sword of faith in my hand.
With the sword of faith in my hand.
With the love of God in my heart.
With the love of God in my heart.
I am a warrior of light.
I am a warrior of light.
I join my brothers and sisters everywhere.
I join my brothers and sisters everywhere.
To overcome fear with faith.
To overcome fear with faith.
Hatred with love.
Hatred with love.
And disease with health.
And disease with health.
Let us fill the world with God's light.
Let us fill the world with God's light.
And now in a whisper. God's light is within me and around me.
God's light is within me and around me.
With the sword of faith in my hand.
With the sword of faith in my hand.
With the love of God in my heart. I am a warrior of light. I join my brothers and sisters everywhere. To overcome fear with faith. Hatred with love. And disease with health. Let us fill the world with God's light. And now, mentally, God's light is within me and around me. With the sword of faith in my hand. With the love of God in my heart. I am a warrior of light. I join my brothers and sisters everywhere. To overcome fear with faith. Hatred with love. And disease with health. Let us fill the world with God's light. And now again, silently, with even deeper concentration, aiming to lift your consciousness into super consciousness, into your soul awareness, so that these thoughts become deeply, deeply embedded in all levels of your body, mind, and soul. God's light is within me and around me. With the sword of faith in my hand. With the love of God in my heart. I am a warrior of light. I join my brothers and sisters everywhere. To overcome fear with faith. Hatred with love. And disease with health. Let us fill the world with God's light. And now, rubbing the palms together, feeling this warm magnetic energy vibrating in the palms. Taking in a deep breath, palms up. Om, peace, amen. Joy to you, friends.